Field is in behind the gate for the Not Enough Funds Memorial here in the opener. Eamon Shana with Stephen Trites, Big Brown Ben, Mike Downey, March Past, Gilles Berriot, Wild, Western Abbey, Scott Hubbard, outside for Crowley Creek and Dale Spence. Here they come. They're off and pacing. March Past looks for the early lead on the cones. Eamon Shana looking good as well, and she'll take control as they go round the turn for the opening eighth. Eamon Shana and March Past is at the leader's wheel, making a decision to tuck back in at the cones at this point. Then it is Wild Western Abbey in third. Big Brown Ben is next, and the trailer is Crowley Creek as they go down the backstretch for the opening quarter. Stephen Trites and Eamon Shana showing the way. They're up by a length and a half. Moving in second, March Past. Then, racing in third, Wild Western Abbey. Moving in fourth is Big Brown Ben and the trailer Crowley Creek. They reach the opening quarter in 29 3/5. Eamon Shana coming to the 3/8 now. They will move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. Eamon Shana. Moving in second is March Past. Then Wild Western Abbey third. From the rear of the field, Crowley Creek starts to get in gear and is currently fourth. Big Brown Ben is the new trailer as they go by the opening half-mile marker in 1:01.1. On round the 5/8 turn, Eamon Shana. Big move continuing. Crowley Creek marching right on. Was third and is now second, going after the leader. Moving in third with no place to go is March Past. Then it is Wild Western Abbey and Big Brown Ben. Down the backside they go, final time. And Crowley Creek looks to clear to the lead. Crowley Creek and Eamon Shana. Wild Western Abbey is third on the outside with no cover now. Then it is March Past and Big Brown Ben as they were past three quarters in 1:33.1. Crowley Creek continues to lead it. Inside of an eighth of a mile left to go. Crowley Creek on the lead. Eamon Shana trying to come back at the cones now. On the outside, Wild Western Abbey, but Crowley Creek is going to get it. Eamon Shana and March Past very close for second at the line. And the time for that mile, 2:04.3.
Start to this fine Friday evening.
Here's your winner in the opener. The Not Enough Funds Memorial. It goes to number 5, Crowley Creek. Owned by Roy Dickinson of Island View, trained by Roy, and Dale Spence is the catch driver this evening. This race, named in memory of the great pacer Not Enough Funds, raced in the Gold Cup and Saucer in Charlottetown for driver Mike MacDonald. Following, he was racing for trainer Gary Smith for 5 to 6 years, driven frequently by Todd Trites and Mike Downey. His caretaker was Bev Martin. Bev is on hand to make the presentation here for race number 1 in the Not Enough Funds Memorial. Congratulations to owner-trainer Roy Dickinson, driver Dale Spence on the 8-year-old daughter of Island Fantasy. First win of this year comes in a time of 2:04.3. Number 5, Crowley Creek with Dale Spence. Field is in behind the gate for the Black Stallion Memorial. We have Milt with Stephen Trites, PH Catman Todd Trites, Color Me Gone with Gilles Berriot, Camco Wynette for Chris Davies, and Basin View Brad with Mark Haig. Gate is at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing quickly for the lead. Camco Wynette from that outside post position quickly to the early lead. Camco Wynette now is up by 2.5. Milt is in second. And on the cones, moving up now to take over third position, is PH Catman. Racing in fourth, Color Me Gone. Then Basin View Brad as they head down the backside for the opening quarter-mile marker. And continuing to lead it, Camco Wynette with a comfortable margin up front. Racing second, Milt, then PH Catman, Color Me Gone, and the trailer Basin View Brad. The field was past the opening quarter in 28 and 1. On round the barn turn first time, Camco Wynette. Milt is still in second position, PH Catman third, past 3/8, and they'll pace down the stretch for the opening half-mile marker. And to the outside, PH Catman, not content with third spot. That one moving right on. In fourth position is Color Me Gone, and Basin View Brad is on the outside and moving. 58 and 3 was the half-mile station. Rounding the 5/8 turn, Camco Wynette continues to lead it. PH Catman right up and at him. Those two duking it out as they go past 5/8. The field heads down the backside for the final time. PH Catman a nose in front. Camco Wynette second. Then Milt in third. Basin View Brad and Color Me Gone looking to make a move from the rear of the field. They're 5 in a bunch, and they were past 3/4 in 1, 29 and 4. On to 7/8 now. PH Catman continuing to lead it. Camco Wynette second. Basin View Brad is third. Looking to make a wide move is Color Me Gone, and Milt is in there as well. Down the stretch for home. PH Catman. Basin View Brad second. Camco Wynette. PH Catman the winner. In for second spot was Basin View Brad. Then it was Camco Wynette. And the time for that mile, 2:01 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this race was run in the memory of the Black Stallion. Race sponsored by Gary Smith, Moose Racing Stables, and Bev Martin. The Black Stallion was a horse that did compete in the Gold Cup and Saucer. Driver Mike McDonald was involved, as well as trainer Gary Smith. He also competed strongly right here at Connell Park Raceway. 11 years ago, was a winner of the Willard Kitchen in a time of 1:58 and 2 for driver Todd Trites. Appropriate that Todd Trites is parading back here in the second race. Number 2, PH Catman, owned by Bob McNeil and John Laverick of Rothsay. 6-year-old son of Mantorius posts his first win of the season this evening in a time of 2:01 and 3. Number 2, PH Catman, owners Bob McNeil and John Laverick. Driver Todd Trites, winners of the Black Stallion Memorial, with the presentation being made by Bev Martin.
Field of 5, Pacers line up behind the gate. Race number 3 of 1 Abominator, 2 Tornado Sky, 3 Lips Like Sugar, 4 Ultimate Faith. On the outside, 5 is Meadowland Griffey, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Lips Like Sugar goes for the early lead on the outside. Ultimate Faith, they race into the first turn with Lips Like Sugar. Ultimate Faith gets away second. Meadowland Griffey looks at it from third. Racing away in fourth is Tornado Sky. In your trailers, they make their way off the 8th. Then on their way to the opening quarter is Abominator. They race on down the back stretch on Route 2, the opening quarter. And your leader up front, Lonnie Stokes, and Looks Like a Sugar. Racing a second, he is Ultimate Faith. Along in third is Meadowland Griffey. There by the opening quarter, 29 and 3 as the field makes her way into the top turn now to race over to the 3/8. Still being led up front by Lips Like Sugar. Away in second, Ultimate Faith. Racing in third, Meadowland Griffey as the field comes off the 3/8, make their way down in front of the grandstand for the first time. Lips Like Sugar Racing in second, Ultimate Faith. Up on the outside now. Coming to third is Tornado Sky. Fourth on the inside is Meadowland Griffey. Your trailer, but on the move, Abominator. Field was by the half in a minute and 4/5, and they make their way around the turn now. Trevelo to the 5/8. Still up in front, cutting the numbers is Lips Like Sugar. On the outside, racing second, Tornado Sky now pressing hard. Racing third at the rail. Ultimate Faith is third, and the outside, Abominator comes to fourth. Your trailer is Meadowland Griffey as they make their way to the 3/4 on the outside now. Tornado Sky shows a nose in front. On the inside and going with her is Lips Like Sugar. They're by 3/4, 1:30 and 4, and they race around the top turn. Lips Like Sugar back on the inside. On the outside, Tornado Sky. Ultimate Faith looks for room at the rail third. They make their way off the turn and down the stretch. It's Lips Like Sugar. Here comes Ultimate Faith in between horses. On the outside is Tornado Sky. It's going to be Ultimate Faith to win it. Tornado Sky for second. Lips Like Sugar. Time for the mile. 2:01 and 1. Pitting back to the winner's circle now is the winner of race number 3. It's horse 4, Ultimate Faith. Brown mare 4 by an example of the Dennis Beach Boy mare, Genevart. She's owned by Abel Larson, now with St. John, trained by Tommy Gunn in the very capable hands of Heath Campbell. Ultimate Faith parades back with a new lifetime record tonight, 2:01 and 1 for number 4, Ultimate Faith, and Heath Campbell. Your attention down front, if we could just get the young ones to remove off the fence, please. Down front, could you please get your young children to move off the fence? Thank you. Fourth race, starters head of the stretch. 1, Power Grin. 2, Dusty Lane Eli. 3, Ryan's Fancy. 4, Climb the Ladder. On the outside, 5 is 7 Signs. Here they come. They're off and pacing quickly. Dusty Lane Eli goes for the top, and on the inside of him, going with him is the Power Grin, racing around the turn, but goes off stride. As they make their way around the first turn, it's Dusty Lane Eli. Now on the outside is Ryan's Fancy, comes to second. Climb the Ladder now goes to third. And 7 Signs gets away fourth, and still on the run and trailing the field as they make their way on to the opening quarter is the Power Grin. Inquiry sign is up. Please hold all tickets. As the field makes their way on to the opening quarter, Steve Trites and Dusty Lane Eli have set up shop on the front end, and they were by the opening quarter, 29 and 1. Getting away racing in second is Ryan's Fancy. Climb the Ladder is racing third. Up on the outside now, moving from fourth. He is 7 Signs, and your trailer, he is the Power Grin as the field makes their way off the 3/8 now in front of us for the first time. Dusty Lane Eli still shows away. 7 Signs now presses the issue on the outside, is racing second. Ryan's Fancy looks at it third. Climb the Ladder's fourth on the outside. The Power Grin trails. They're by the half in 59 and 4, and around the turn now. They race over to the 5/8 on the inside. Dusty Lane Eli, now 7 Signs, shows a nose, now a half length, 3/4, now in front as they make their way down the back stretch. 7 Signs on the outside, takes over top spot. Coming at him now on the outside, second is Climb the Ladder. Racing third on the inside is Dusty Lane Eli. Ryan's Fancy's fourth on the outside. The Power Grin trails. 3/4 and 1:30 and 2. They make their way into the top turn, and 7 Signs shows away on the outside. Now Climb the Ladder comes to second. Dusty Lane Eli and Ryan's Fancy. They make their way off the top turn and down the stretch. They drive on home. Eddie Harvey and 7 Signs show the way. Climb the Ladders are racing second. Ryan's Fancy comes to third on the outside. They'll race for place. They're not catching 7 Signs today. Climb the Ladder second, Ryan's Fancy third. The time for the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. Back to the winner's circle for the second time in 3 days. It's Eddie Harvey in 7 Signs. He's a 6-year-old son of aces and sevens out of the Abercrombie Mares Signalet. Owned by Ralph Harvey of Riverview, New Brunswick. Trained and driven by Eddie Harvey. 7 Signs picks up his third winning trip of 2011. Pacing tonight, 2 minutes and 3/5. Number 5, 7 Signs and Eddie Harvey.
St. John Harness Horsemen's Association Pace is up next. The field is in behind the gate. We have race number 5 with Georgie Girl and Gordy Hennessy. Found Wanting with Gilles Berriot. Chilito Hanover, Mark Haig. Lucky in Kentucky, Maxime Gaudreau. Connolly CC, Heath Campbell. And Magical Alex with Todd Trites. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Found Wanting is looking for the early lead. Chilito Hanover part of the mix as well. And moving on the outside, Lucky in Kentucky is hopeful of a good spot in the early stages. 3 wide around the first turn. That is Connolly CC, and he is revved up. Takes over the lead immediately. Heath Campbell going for his second win of the night. On the outside, Magical Alex is the one making the move, and now he looks for a seat in along the cones. Found Wanting is your leader. Then Chilito Hanover, Magical Alex third on the outside. Moving in fourth is Georgie Girl. Then it is Lucky in Kentucky as they go on around that turn. They were past the opening quarter in 29-1. Straightening out into the home stretch for the opening half and continuing to lead it. Found Wanting is up top. Racing in second, that is Chilito Hanover. First up on the outside, Magical Alex. Then Georgie Girl in along the cones. Lucky in Kentucky is next. And then Connolly CC as they were by the half in 1 minute and 3/5. On round the turn, 5/8 is up next. And Found Wanting continues to lead it. Chilito Hanover second. Magical Alex continuing to dig in on the outside of the racetrack. And we've got a 3 wide move now from Connolly CC, and he's looking to clear to the lead. Down the backside, final time. They're on past 3/4 with Connolly CC in 1:31-3. Connolly CC is on the move, rounding the barn turn. Found Wanting is second. Chilito Hanover next. Lucky in Kentucky and Magical Alex as they come off the top of the turn. Down the stretch they come for home. Connolly CC is right up there and comfortable doing it. Connolly CC and Found Wanting on the cones. Connolly CC got there. Found Wanting second, and Chilito Hanover picked up the show spot. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Not so many years ago, Heath Campbell, a star at Exhibition Park Raceway in St. John. He's done some great things in the state of Maine most recently. Here's his second winner of this evening in the St. John Harness Horsemen's Association Pace with number 1A, Connolly CC. Owned by Mike Morris, Scott Hubbard, and Michael Clinton. Mike Morris is the trainer. Heath Campbell with the catch-driving victory this evening. Third win of the campaign for Connolly CC comes in a time of 2 minutes and 3/5 tonight. 1A, Connolly CC with Heath Campbell. All set for the restart of the 6th. We have Fightertown Pilot, Shark Made Him, S.T. Cammy, Drop the Charge, Woodmere Sandollar, and Pembroke Paycheck. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Looking for the lead, it is Shark Made Him making the move in along the cones. Up on the outside, S.T. Cammy is battling against Fightertown Pilot. Pembroke Paycheck fourth on the outside. As they go for the opening 8th mile marker, moving up and grabbing fourth spot, and now third, it is Drop the Charge making the move on the inside of the track. Woodmere Sandollar follows that one. Then it is ST Cami fifth on the outside and Pembroke Paycheck. And they're looking to move on past the quarter. Shark Made Him took them by that marker. And moving in second spot, Fightertown Pilot. They were by the quarter in 29 and 3. Shark Made Him and Fightertown Pilot. Drop the Charge in third. Woodmere Sandollar is next. Then Pembroke Paycheck and ST Cami as they move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. On top and cutting it out, Shark Made Him. Fightertown Pilot moving in second. Up on the outside quickly, Woodmere Sandollar is now third. Drop the Charge with the cover. That is Pembroke Paycheck in fifth and ST Cami. 1:01 and 1 at the half. On their way round the turn to 5/8 now. And it is Shark Made Him. Woodmere Sandollar up on the outside, second now. As they head down the backstretch for the final time, Fightertown Pilot is third. Drop the Charge fourth. Pembroke Paycheck and ST Cami as they go on to three quarters. Shark Made Him continues to lead it 3 parts of a length. Time for three quarters, 1:31 and 2. Shark Made Him. Woodmere Sandollar in pursuit on the outside of the racetrack. Moving up to third now, Fightertown Pilot. 7/8 of a mile is complete as they come down the stretch for home. On the outside, Woodmere Sandollar. On the inside, Shark Made Him. Fightertown Pilot. Very close at the line. Woodmere Sandollar or Shark Made Him. Fightertown Pilot, the show spot. The time for the mile, 2:02 and 1. Here is your winner. Tight finish at the line, but the number 5, Woodmere Sandollar, is victorious. Gets the victory in the Nelson Flewelling Memorial, sponsored by Century 21 All Seasons Realty. The race named in honor of a man who was a tremendous supporter of harness racing, Mr. Nelson Flewelling. Woodmere Sandollar, owned by Beverly Trites of Fredericton, trained by Sheldon Watts. 4-year-old daughter of Western Success, driven by Stephen Trites this evening. First win of this season coming in 2:02 and 1. It's also a new lifetime mark for the mare. Number 5, Woodmere Sandollar in the Nelson Flewelling Memorial, sponsored by Century 21. Field is in behind the gate for the Clayton and Shirley Dickinson Memorial. $1 Million Jewel with Gilles Berriot. Intrepid Brigadier, Maxime Gaudreau. Miss Paula D., Scott Hubbard. Nicole's Baby, Todd Trites. Twilight Charm with Mike Downey. And on the outside, Fernhill Treasure with Heath Campbell. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Nicole's Baby goes for the early lead against Miss Paula D., and Nicole's Baby is on top before they get to the turn. She's up now by 1 3/4 lengths, make it 2. Nicole's Baby. Miss Paula D. is in second. Racing in third, $1 Million Jewel. Then it is Intrepid Brigadier in fourth, Twilight Charm, and the trailer Fernhill Treasure as they head down the backside for the opening quarter-mile marker, and Nicole's Baby is on top and leading it comfortably at this point. Moving in second, Miss Paula D. Then it is $1 Million Jewel and Intrepid Brigadier. They reach the opening quarter, 28 3/5 on round the barn turn. And that leader, Nicole's Baby, looking good. Moving right now in second position as they come off the top of the turn and pass in front of us for the first time. Miss Paula D. is second, then $1 Million Jewel and Intrepid Brigadier in fourth. Twilight Charm and Fernhill Treasure as they reach the half in 58 and 4. Nicole's Baby still leading it by a comfortable margin up top. Miss Paula D second, $1 Million Jewel third, single file past 5/8 with Intrepid Brigadier fourth, Twilight Charm and Fernhill Treasure as they head down the backside for the final time. 3/4 is up next. Nicole's Baby leading it by 2.5. Then Miss Paula D, $1 Million Jewel, Intrepid Brigadier in fourth, Twilight Charm to the outside fifth, and Fernhill Treasure 3/4, 1:28 and 2. Nicole's Baby, Miss Paula D with an eye to the outside. Also, $1 Million Jewel starts to rev it up on the outside of the racetrack. Nicole's Baby trying to go coast to coast. Miss Paula D in pursuit on the outside, but Nicole's Baby got it. Miss Paula D second, $1 Million Jewel, the show spot. The time for that mile, 1:58 and 4.
Wow, that track is getting faster and
Returning to our winner's enclosure here at Connell Park Raceway, it's the winner of the Clayton and Shirley Dickinson Memorial, number 4, Nicole's Baby. Around 1954, Clayton Dickinson found a new passion for horses, which became his lifelong hobby. He partnered with Dr. J.B. Sutherland, Bob McCain, and many others during his years, racing mainly in the main circuit with many outstanding horses. The hobby became a family summer event. Their son Donald and grandson Danny still carry the love of the horses with the Dickinson name. One of the last races Clayton drove was in Fredericton, where he came to the line with a win. Good to have members of the Dickinson family taking place in the presentation here this evening. Eric Lakes is the winning owner of the 9-year-old Hunterstown mare. She takes a new lifetime mark this evening with driver Todd Treitz, Nicole's Baby, in 1:58 and 4. Starters are in behind the gate for the Day and Ross pace. We have National Angus with Mark Haig, Pondering Magic, Gilles Berriot, Skill Factor, Mike Downey, and Rockstar Bayama with Heath Campbell. Gate is at the head of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. From the outside, going for the early lead, it's Rockstar Bayama up against Pondering Magic. And Rockstar Bayama means business. He is out there immediately. Pondering Magic is in second position. Racing in third spot. Up the cones is National Angus, and Skill Factor on the outside is fourth as they go down the backstretch for the opening quarter-mile marker. And Rockstar Bayama is showing the way. He's up by 2. Racing in second, Pondering Magic. Third, National Angus and Skill Factor as they go single file past the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Rounding the barn turn. Next stop, the 3/8 for Rockstar Bayama. Pondering Magic is in the pocket. Racing in third, National Angus, and then Skill Factor as they come off the top of the turn. Racing down the stretch for the opening half. Rockstar Bayama continues to show the way. Pondering Magic right there in second. Then it is National Angus third, and Skill Factor is the trailer. They were past the half in 1 minute and 4/5. Rockstar Bayama continues to lead it. Pondering Magic is in second. Then National Angus making a move up on the outside now to take over third is Skill Factor as they go past 5/8. Down the backside for the final time. Rockstar Bayama extending that lead. Pondering Magic trying to give chase in second. Skill Factor is third, and National Angus and Heath Campbell and Rockstar Bayama had them past 3/4 in 1:30 and 1. Rockstar Bayama, Pondering Magic is digging in, racing in second spot. Rockstar Bayama trying to fend off the challenge of Pondering Magic inside of an eighth of a mile left to go. Rockstar Bayama, Pondering Magic, and Skill Factor now between horses. Rockstar Bayama coming for the line. Rockstar Bayama got it. Pondering Magic and Skill Factor in a close race for place. The time for the mile, 1:59 and 4. Third winner of the night for driver Heath Campbell. Putting on a show here at Connell Park Raceway this time round. He is victorious with number 6, Rockstar Bayama. 4-year-old son of Divot Hanover from the Abercrombie mare India Bayama. Owned by Cindy and Tommy Gunn of St. John. Tommy trains. Picks up the win here in the Day and Ross pace. 4th win of this season and the fastest of this campaign as well. Rockstar Bayama paces within a fifth of a second of his lifetime record. Heath Campbell scoring earlier with Ultimate Faith and Connolly CC, and he picks up his third win of the program with number 6, Rockstar Bayama, in the Day and Ross pace. We'll send it trackside. Jeff Malloy getting an opportunity to speak with Heath Campbell. He's got a big drive coming up in tonight's feature.
Well, Heath, that's number 3 on the night here. St. John, born and raised, competing in Maine for many years now, top driver, top horseman down there. How's it feel to be back in New Brunswick?
It feels good. See a lot of old friends I haven't seen in a while and stuff like that, so it's kind of good. It's been 19 years since I've been here at Woodstock racing.
Yeah, it's been a while, but you know what? This is Irvin Cruz, and he's got the colors on, and he's cheering you on. You grew up with his father, and it's great to see little youngsters back in the sport, and, we're doing as best we can to get it back on track. Now, double shot of scotch here for the Kelty Burnett Memorial. Big race last week in Presque Isle. He set a track record. How's his chances tonight here?
Well, if he raced like he did Sunday, he should be pretty good. You know what I mean? Got the 5-hole and stuff like that. See how things plan out in the race, and hopefully we can come back.
Absolutely. Well, folks, there's Heath Campbell. He's going to be going back to the paddock, getting his horse ready. You'll see him warm up here in a minute. Big thank you to Heath for coming up and bringing double shot of scotch here to compete in the Kelty Burnett Memorial upcoming.
TD Bank Canada Trust Pace is next. Field of 6 with Full of Finesse and Mike Downey. Dan DeRosa, Dan Dickinson. Dream of Riches, Todd Trites. Hot Shot Mindale, Lonnie Stokes. All Over You, Gary MacDonald. Windermere Nick and Stephen Trites, here they come, and away they go. All Over You from the outside is looking to grab a part of the lead as they go on round the turn. And on top and cutting it out right now, Dan DeRosa has made a good move to the front. Dan DeRosa with the lead as they go on past the opening 8th mile station. Then Dream of Riches has second, and All Over You gets to the cones in third. Racing in fourth is Hot Shot Mindale, next Full of Finesse. And the trailer, Windermere Nick, as they go for the opening quarter-mile marker, and Dan DeRosa leads it by a length. Dream of Riches is right there in second. They were past the quarter in 29 and 2. Rounding the barn turn first time with Dan DeRosa and Dream of Riches. There goes All Over You to the outside to challenge quickly now. Hot Shot Mindale moves to the outside from fourth as they're inside of 3/8 of a mile, and they'll pass in front of us for the first time. All Over You with a nose in front. Dan DeRosa on the cones. Then it is Dream of Riches and Hot Shot Mindale. Full of Finesse and Windermere Nick. We've got 3 in and 3 out as they go on round the turn. By the half in a minute and 3/5. Moving on the inside, Dan DeRosa has reclaimed the lead against All Over You. By the 5/8 now, Dream of Riches third. On the outside, Hot Shot Mindale is fourth. Then Full of Finesse and the trailer Windermere Nick. Down the backside, final time. We have 6 in a bunch as they go for 3/4. Dan DeRosa and All Over You. No Place to Go for Dream of Riches. Then Hot Shot Mindale in 4th. They were by 3/4 in 1:30 and 3. Just a little over an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Dan DeRosa with more in the tank as they come for home. Dan DeRosa on the cones has the lead. Dream of Riches coming to call. All Over You is right there as well. Dream of Riches gets there. Dan DeRosa was second. That was very close for the show. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 1. Here's your winner of race number 9. The TD Bank Canada Trust Pace goes to number 3, Dream of Riches. 8-year-old son of full scholarship from the Cole Harbour mare. From the Cole Harbour mare, Briar Dream. He's owned and trained by Roy Dickinson of Island View. Catch driven to victory tonight by Todd Trites. Second win of the season comes this evening in 2:01 and 1. Your winner number 3, Dream of Riches. Congratulations, Roy Dickinson and Todd Trites. Town of Woodstock Pace, in behind the gate. We have a field of 7. DG's Crosby, Heath Campbell. Furiously Fast, Mark Haig. Noble Senator, Mike Downey. One Wild Night, Gilles Berriot. Billy and Bud, Charlie Miles. Tundra Shark, Kevin Switzer. Impish Art, Gordy Hennessy. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Noble Senator quickly to the front. Up, moving second, DG's Crosby as they go around the turn for the opening 8th. Moving in third position as they go for that post is a Furiously Fast. Then racing next, Impish Art using the trailing position to his advantage as they go down the backstretch for the first time. Continuing to lead it, up front, cutting it out is Noble Senator. He leads it by 2.5 over DG's Crosby. Furiously Fast is next, and they were past the opening quarter. Got it there in a time of 29 and 3. Moving on the top, Noble Senator. Racing in second, DG's Crosby. Furiously Fast is in third. Movement on the outside of the racetrack as we come past 3/8, and they'll move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. Continuing to show the way, Noble Senator. Up there on the outside, One Wild Night. He's moving first over. Racing third, DG's Crosby, then Impish Art with cover. Next up, Furiously Fast. Then it is Tundra Shark and Billy and Bud as the trailer as they were past the half in 1 minute flat. Up top, 2 leaders duking it out on the outside. One Wild Night comes to the front. One Wild Night leads it. Moving on the outside, racing in second position, that is DG's Crosby. Tiring is Noble Senator. They were past the 3/4, and One Wild Night had them there in 1:30. Third panel in 30 seconds flat. One Wild Night, DG's Crosby, as they come to the 7/8. And they're racing past that post. Furiously Fast comes to third on the outside. Inside of an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Down the stretch they come. One Wild Night. DG's Crosby on the outside. One Wild Night. Got it. Over DG's Crosby. Big rush late from Tundra Shark to pick up third position. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 1. Here is your winner of race number 10, held by the legend Jimmy Smith, co-owner. Gilles Barriot catch driving tonight. Number 4, One Wild Night. Scoring in the town of Woodstock pace, 5-year-old son of Arts Place from the Dragon's Lair mare, the Dragon Flew. Second win of the season for this horse, time of 2:01 this evening. Good to have Miss New Brunswick, Chelsea Grant from Nakawick as part of the presentation. Congratulations to Jimmy Smith, Mark Taylor, co-owners from Fredericton, Jimmy Trains, and Gilles Barriot driving. Number 4, One Wild Night in the town of Woodstock pace.
Well, we're down here in front of the grandstand with a couple of special people, Mayor Slip. Mayor, what do you think of this crowd?
Well, it's a wonderful crowd. It's great to see everyone here. And for me, one of the highlights of Old Home Week is to see friends and family that are back here. And as I've gone through the crowd, I've seen people that I've talked to tonight that it's been 20 years or more since I've had a chance to say hello.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's a little dark in the grandstand, and I apologize. Some of the lights aren't really working that well tonight, but the energy here is just right here in the crowd and on the track. And a lot of energy here right beside me, and Miss Woodstock, Ashley Black. Ashley, things are going well.
Yeah, things are going really good. I think the crowd's really enjoying it, and the horses are doing a really good job and putting on a good show.
Yeah, folks, I'll tell you, thank you very, very much, because this crowd is unbelievable, and I think you're in for a real treat in these last 2 races, especially the Kelty Memorial. But Mayor Slip said it well. You know, this is a cornerstone of Old Home Week each year in, year out, and it's great to see everybody home and everybody traveling, coming to the races here in Woodstock. So,
Friends and family. It's all about friends and family.
Absolutely. So good luck to the horses in the final 2 races, and good luck to everyone at the windows. Make sure you don't get shut out. The lineups will be long here in the last 2.
Premier's Pace, sponsored by Premier David Allward. Getting set to go, we have R.E.'s Andrew with Lonnie Stokes, Hustler Hall and Gilles Barriot. Hijinks Benka, Heath Campbell. Man in Pink, Mark Haig. Robert R. Robert, Todd Trites, all bent out of shape with Gordy Hennessy. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Looking for the lead, Robert R. Robert is up there against Hijinks Benka. Hijinks Benka has grabbed the front. Robert R. Robert on the outside, all bent out of shape in gear, looking to hone in on those leaders. He's 3 wide past the opening 8th mile marker. That is all bent out of shape, gunning for the top. Robert R. Robert is second now. Check that. Hijinks Benka in second, Robert R. Robert third. Moving in fourth is Hustler Hall. Then it's Man in Pink, and the trailer is R.E.'s Andrew, and they were past the opening quarter in 28-1. On round the turn, moving with the lead. It's all bent out of shape. He got the point in spite of that outside post position, and he is leading this field to the opening half-mile marker. All bent out of shape. Racing in second, Hijinks Benka. On the outside, Hustler Hall moves to third. He's first up. Then it's Robert R. Robert. Next, Man in Pink moving with cover, and R.E.'s Andrew is far back as they were past the half. 57-4. On round the 5/8 turn, all bent out of shape. Hijinks Benka in the pocket. Hustler Hall moves up on the outside quickly now, and he'll take over second spot. Off stride went Hijinks Benka. Hijinks Benka on the run as they're down the backstretch for the 3/4. All bent out of shape. Moving on the outside, Man in Pink now. He's got a nose in front as they were past the 3/4 in 1:29-3. Man in Pink on the outside, all bent out of shape, trying to come back on the cones with just over an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Man in Pink, all bent out of shape, coming down the stretch for the payoff. On the outside quickly, Robert R. Robert with a late surge, but Man in Pink got it over Robert R. Robert. Hustler Hall picked up third spot. The time for that mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. Parading back to the line, your winner of the Premier's Pace this evening, number 4, Man in Pink. 7-year-old son of Camlock from the Sonsam mare, Cool Pink, owned by Gordon White of Quispam Sis. Gordon trains. Mark Haig, the winning driver. Third victory of this season for the 7-year-old, and it's the season's best performance. 2 minutes and 1/5. Congratulations, Gordon White, driver Mark Haig with the 4, Man in Pink. Field is in behind the gate. Kelty Burnett Memorial Pace. Getting set. Field of 6. As Tough as Nails, Mark Webby. M.D. Hardley's Success, Gilles Barrio. Malik Hanover, Kevin Switzer. All Out, Gary McDonald. Double Shot of Scotch, Heath Campbell. Pan Larceny, Maxime Gaudreau. Here they come, and away they go. Getting set. All Out, looking for the top. On the inside, as Tough as Nails is going to be tough on the cones and will not relinquish the lead early, as Tough as Nails has got it. All Out got the pocket. A double shot of Scotch is up there, third on the outside, now second, and he will challenge that leader. Double shot of Scotch is on the go, as Tough as Nails trying to hustle there in second position as they go on for the opening quarter. Double shot of Scotch and as Tough as Nails. All Out is third. Moving up, Pan Larceny is in fourth position. Then M.D. Hardley's Success and the trailer Malik Hanover as they were past the opening quarter, 28-2. Rounding the barn turn for the first time. Double shot of Scotch has got the top. They will move in front of us for the first time on their way to the half. Racing in second spot, as Tough as Nails. Third position, Pan Larceny tucks back in. Then M.D. Hardley's Success to fourth, All Out, and Malik Hanover. They were by the half, 57-4. Double shot of Scotch on the top. Racing in second, as Tough as Nails. M.D. Hardley's Success has come to third on the outside as they go by the 5/8 and head down the backside for the final time. Double shot of Scotch as Tough as Nails with a good trip right there in the pocket. Getting set to make a move. 3 wide on the outside. Malik Hanover is on the go. Malik Hanover now third. 3/4 of a mile. 1:27-1. Double shot of Scotch turns it up a notch as Tough as Nails coming in the pocket. Inside of 1/8 of a mile left to go. Double shot of Scotch as Tough as Nails exits the pocket and comes right on as Tough as Nails got the win over double shot of Scotch. Third from Malik Hanover. Time for the mile, 1:55-4. Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful to have a number of people in the winner's enclosure getting set to make the presentation, including the parents of Kelty Burnett, Kathy, and Robbie, a number of family and friends as well. In addition, sponsors of the race, Wes and Cindy Corey. Our thanks to the people at Corey Ford for their participation. And our thanks to Wayne Webby for bringing a horse that was victorious here tonight in the Kelty Burnett Memorial. Mark Webby drives number 1, as Tough as Nails. 4-year-old son of Better's Delight from the Sonsam mare, Like a Cupcake. Wayne Webby of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, the owner. Wayne also trains. 6th win of the season so far for the horse. It comes tonight in a time of 1:55-4. We're also pleased to have in the winner's circle Miss Chelsea Grant from Nakawik, the new Miss New Brunswick, to make the presentation along with Jeff Malloy of Horse Racing New Brunswick. Tremendous mile, terrific drive, getting out of that pocket and making the move to collar the pace setter. Congratulations, Wayne and Mark Webby, with number 1 as tough as nails.
Coming feature. Mark, how does it feel?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
So take us through the race there. Like, you drew the rail, so you're coming to Woodstock knowing that you had the inside post, but there's some pretty stiff competition there.
Yeah, the 2 horses that came up from Maine, they look pretty strong there. So I read the program and I thought I did the best I could, but it turned out really well.
Absolutely, and I mean, firing off the gate, and it's always good to get away well and get position and take advantage of that rail position. And, 2-hole trip, and the opening quarter was quite brisk, but then it seemed to kind of settle in a little bit.
Yeah, I felt the opening quarter, and Heath came there, and I thought that was the best ride. And, he backed it up a little bit, but, the top of the stretch there, I had so much. I almost made a little mistake and moved him a little too quick, but he was good.
Excellent. No, the horse race wonderful, and congratulations to you and all the connections, Dad. As tough as nails, folks, the winner of the Kelty Burnett Memorial, putting on the show here from Nova Scotia. Mark, I'm sure you're going to have a great evening. Have fun.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, there you go, folks. Well,